Action Park
Media.
So, Joe, walk me through how you and Angelo met. How long you guys been friends? Did you go to school together?
Too long.
Wow. Well, that's an easy answer to say.
No, I know him my whole life.
Your whole entire life.
Yeah, grade school, 8th grade, 9th grade.
Yeah, but Newman, Mr. Lou, Vinamar Lewis.
Yeah.
Bishop Newman High School.
Algebra. He was in my algebra class.
So you've been friends for a long time. What's his
Long
nickname
time.
you call him?
Fat Angelo.
Fat Angelo.
Fat Angelo.
All right, Fat Angelo. I'm not going to say you. You can
Listen,
say it. I
I'm
can't
Skinny
say it.
Joe. He's Fat Angelo.
There you go.
Listen.
He's fat.
I mean,
I'm about to take y'all on a mission.
Bougie, you're listening to the Skinny with Joey Merlino.
We're back here. Episode 3, The Skinny, with Joey Merlino, with the world famous Angelo LUTZ. Tell us a little bit about this pork chop, Joey.
so we're hanging out at the club one day. And I said to Joey, what do you, because I had a catering place right around the corner.
Okay.
So I said to Joey, what do you want to eat? He goes, I don't know. He says, make the pork chops. I said, all right. So I ain't got no money, because them days I was dead out.
You were dead out.
Never had a dent.
Is that when you were bringing the checks to my mother?
Wow.
We don't want to go there.
Bringing checks to your mother.
That
What
was
happened?
an
My mother had a check cash. She gave her business.
Wow.
That's another story for another day.
That's
All right.
That's a story for another day. Meanwhile,
There ain't
we
enough
got these
time.
yeah. We'd be writing the Bible again, folks.
There ain't enough time.
So anyway, we got these nice boneless pork chops that they got. Well, actually, they're not boneless.
They got a
They
bone.
got the bone on them, and you got the best way to do this dish is with the pork chops with the bone.
Okay.
So anyway, lower this. I don't want to kill everybody.
How long you been cooking for, Angelo?
I've been cooking since I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
Since I was 16
And he's
years
been
old.
eating too since he's 16.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, listen.
Now,
it's like-
Joey said you were a good cook, though, in jail.
The best in the BOP.
Listen, I came home from prison, 474 pounds. All them guys were getting healthy, walking around the track. I was cooking all day long. Just bring the food. I said, I'll worry about getting healthy when I came home.
Well, he's on the Ozempic now.
Oh, all right. Well, good. At least you're on your
Works.
Ozempic.
Spokesman Ozempic right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks
So
good.
anyway, he hands me the money, $200, not three.
Not
two.
300, Joe.
So
200.
he says to me, so I go to buy the pork chops. So I go to it was an athlete down at 10th Street. I went there, I come back, and then I'm not even paying attention, like I'm in another zone. There's ambulances, cop cars, all kinds of stuff. I get out of the car with the bags and everything, with the pork chops, the cherry peppers, all 9 yards.
You're ready to cook at this point.
I'm ready to walk in, and I see Nicky. I go to the door's locked. Nicky Cadillac standing there. I said, Nick, what's the matter? He goes, Michael and Joey got shot. I said, oh my God, next thing you know, that was it.
You were hoping I died to keep the 200.
Nah, I
Fucking
couldn't.
bullshit.
Listen, know what James Gagdy said? Because you're my pal.
Yeah, all right.
Nah, I would never think that. So,
Go ahead.
no, but I know he thought I wanted to.
Yeah.
But it was only 200.
You
so-
were ducking him for the 200.
Yeah, I was ducking him for
Let's
the
say it what it
200.
is.
No. So the next day, no. Listen, I paid the debt. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Let's move on. Let's not work in the rearview mirror
All right.
anymore.
But did he ever have the pork chops yet?
This is the first time he's getting them.
No.
This is the first time you're
This is
ever
the
going to eat
first
these
time
pork
he's
chops.
getting the pork
First time.
chops. He never had the famous
30
pork
years.
chops. 30 years we're waiting for this
They're
day.
probably poisoning me.
30.
Yeah, they better be good this time. I mean, if he waited this long for these pork chops, they better be good.
Nah,
they're the
he
best.
cooks. He could cook.
No, I could cook, but that was pretty. It's a shame, but thank God everything's good. He's here today, and that's all that matters. We move on.
What's in the pork chops?
So basically, what we do is we start with a bone-in pork chop.
Okay.
We fry it a little bit, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and then after we stick it into a pan like this, then we has to be pork and beans.
Okay.
Campbell's pork and beans. Pour pork and beans on top of it. You take the cherry peppers, put the cherry peppers on top, which I'm going to do in a minute.
All right.
Pour a little bit of pepper juice if you want.
You like cherry peppers,
and then
Joe?
You bake
Love
it.
them.
Then
All
you
right.
bake. Then you bake it in the oven, and that's it.
That's
and
it.
That's the end of the dish. That's pork chops, Joey. I mean,
Pork
this
chop,
is-
Joe, it better be good. I mean,
good.
This
Cooks
is
good.
this. No. Well, look, it's a good dish.
all right.
Something different. It's not nothing. No pork chops and applesauce on it. FBS. It's a good dish. It's a different dish.
I got a question for you. Everybody
Don't worry
does
about
want to know
questions,
this.
It's the answer.
Oh, the answers. How long have you and Joey been friends for?
High school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Lou.
Mr. Lou.
Mr.
Ninth
Lou.
grade, that's the Newman.
Mr.
You
Lou.
just went to
your
Newman
last year,
together?
wasn't it?
I got thrown out.
Yeah.
Ninth grade.
You went
Mr.
to
Lou.
Newman together?
He was 1
Yeah.
year ahead of. We were in the same grade.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Lou.
Mr.
Algebra.
Lou. Yeah, algebra. Mr. Vinamar Lewis.
So
Yeah.
30-year
That was his
friendship, and we're finally getting pork chop Joey
Longer-
tonight
longer-
at Kitchen
longer than 30
Consigliere.
years.
Oh, longer than that. But
Wow.
I mean, 'cause, listen, you're from South Philly. You know how it is. It's like I told the prosecutor on the stand. Hey, listen, you don't know me, I don't know you, but we all grew up in the same neighborhood, so we're friends. Because he said to me on the stand, you keep calling me Steve, he said. I want everyone to know that, we were not friends. I said, doesn't matter. We all grew up in the same neighborhood. Hey, Joe. Hey, Lou. Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
So took exception to it, but, that's it.
Better flip
He got
that
8
pork chop.
years for taking a bet, writing bets down
Yeah.
8 years.
in prison.
So we got the pork and beans, gang. So you take the pork and beans. It's
Go
a
ahead.
simple dish.
Watch
Just
my shirt.
Watch your shirt. You should have put an apron on.
Go
Matter
ahead.
of fact, you should have cooked with me.
I should have.
Right. So we go like this. Put all your pork and beans on it. Then you take the cherry peppers like this.
Okay.
Get burned over here. Pour them all on top. A little bit of pepper juice.
All right.
That's the dish. We're going to cover it up. We're going to bake it in the oven for 350 degrees for about 35 minutes. And Philly's finest waitresses will come out here and serve these two guys.
And there's your pork chop, Joey.
All right, big guy, hurry up. We're starving.
My friend, it was a pleasure.
Pleasure.
You make the perfect stranger. I don't know if I've told you that before.
Thank you, Angelo. I'll
Take
see
care.
you shortly, all
Love
right?
you.
I mean, I got to be honest with you. What a guy Angelo LUTZ is. First time I ever met him.
He's a beauty. You want him?
I don't want him, but I mean, seems like he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's real nice. He'll rob your eyes out of your head.
Really?
Well, that's when he was the bad Angelo. He's good now.
He's a good Angelo now.
Yeah.
How's his food, though?
His food's excellent.
Yeah, well, I'm starving. I can't wait to taste his
Can't
pork
tell.
chop, Joey.
Did you see him? He likes his own food.
Yeah, I seen
yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, he's good. But my mom, he had a catering company,
Okay.
and my mother had a check cash. So I told her, don't cash his checks.
Because he was bad back then.
Well, his checks were bad.
Okay. All right, his checks were bad.
And she loved him, and he loved her,
Yeah.
Don't tell me. And he cashed one check for like $2,500. She called me up screaming. I paid out of my pocket.
Wow.
He gave me the money a couple of days later.
Okay.
And then 3 days later, the shit hit the fan. He cashed $23,000 in bad checks.
And that was the end of Rico.
And that was the end of it.
No more checks for Angelo.
No more checks. No,
Nothing.
Nothing.
Did your mom exile him?
No,
at all?
she still loved him.
Really?
Yeah, well, they got a sad, I don't know,
Yeah.
soft spot from his heart.
So
Yeah, he's good.
But he's a good guy now.
No, he's good. He's a great guy.
And you were saying that you went to jail for what? Taking one sports bet or something like that?
They said he ran $1 billion sports book making operation.
Wow.
He had $70 on him. To his name.
To his name, all in net worth.
300 million, $1 billion, whatever it was.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah. He got 8 years for nothing.
8 years for that.
Did 8 years in jail.
We're waiting for the pork chops
Waiting
now.
for the pork chops.
I'm starving. Let's get into what happened to me last week.
What happened to you should be.
Yeah. I mean,
Should be a shame. You shouldn't even came.
I know. I
For
mean,
real.
I was on the
You shouldn't even
land.
came. Yeah, like
I
0
got
for 5.
Bookmakers looking for me. My
Everybody.
bank account's
You
negative.
You
It's
fucked
a
everything
disaster.
up. Yeah.
0 for 5.
You ruined the podcast.
Yeah. I didn't ruin the podcast, but
You didn't make 2 weeks.
No.
No, well, last week you were good.
I went 4-0.
4-0. Now you lost it all back.
Now I lost every dollar back. I owe everybody.
I thought you were dead in Penn State.
I thought I was dead too.
And listen to me. I told you.
I know.
It's gonna rain. The other team might not score.
Even my wife said it. You're the only guy I know that bets overs going to a game in a torrential downpour.
They said it all week. It was a tornado. Something coming. Fucking hurricane. Something was coming up there.
Then I bet against the Eagles. Another disaster of a game. I thought the plus 5.5 was a good bet. They were home.
Tampa Bay stinks.
They stink. Baker Mayfield totally let me down.
Yeah, he stinks.
But your picks were good.
Yeah, my picks were good.
What do you like this week? If you start out with college football, let's start out with college football. Who's
College football. I was 2-0 last week.
Yes, you were. Now you want to brag this week.
And
You
I
keep
had
saying
what?
2-0.
And I had what do you call? I had San Fran last Thursday.
Yes, you did. You
and
went
I gave that
against me.
teaser out, but then I came back Saturday. Because I gave it out Wednesday.
Yeah, you gave it out Wednesday.
And I found out Baltimore had 7 guys out.
Yeah.
Starters. And I said, they still should have covered the teaser. The guy he never missed a field goal, that
Tucker.
guy. Tucker, he's the best in the league.
92% for the year.
Yeah, well, it's
That's
my
it.
luck.
Yeah.
He missed a field goal.
And of course. Who's your picks this week, though, in college football? Who do you like?
College, I like Washington again.
Ranked number 7
Yeah,
in
they're
the
good.
nation. I messed that up last week. I heard about it all week.
Yeah, well, I like Washington. I like Kentucky minus the 1.5.
Okay. They play Florida.
Florida. Yeah,
Okay.
they play Florida. Who do you like?
I mean, I don't even want to give a pick. That's how disgusted I am.
We might have to get out of the wig in here.
Yeah, well, Aldwig is coming. He is going to give a pick. We're going to see exactly what he likes, but I'm going to tell you who I like in college football. I like Texas A&M minus 6.5 over the Razorbacks, and then I like Mizzou minus 13.5 over Vandy. They're my 2
Vanderbilt.
picks.
That's your 2 picks.
Yeah.
For the college. Who you like in the pros?
Oh, God. I mean, I don't even want to say who I like in the pros, but here's who I like, and I'm confident this week. Confident.
You were confident last week.
Here's my lock of the week. Minnesota.
I like them too.
I'm dead. Minus 3.5 over Carolina.
Minnesota I like, and I like Green Bay.
You like Green Bay over Detroit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Thursday.
Green Bay's getting 1.5.
Yeah, they're home getting 1.5.
I mean, this kid loves good. I mean,
real good.
He really is good. He's a
real
player.
Good. They have 3 starters out last week, or 4 starters out last
and
week.
I mean, he's airing the ball out. He is playing good. And then Kansas City, I do like overs. Over 42.5. Buy to half a point. Buy to half a point. Buy to half a point.
It did you good last week.
Yeah, I did really
Penn
good.
State.
Who you like in the NFL?
NFL, like Jacksonville again.
I mean, every week.
Every
week.
they got to win.
When?
They play early this week. They play in England.
Yeah.
It's in London, wherever the fuck
like
they
8
play.
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll be out watching that.
You
I'll have
can
a player parlay.
Bet that piece early.
Yep.
I like Jacksonville. I like Green Bay.
And you like Green Bay.
I got a couple games. I got a few more.
You like Cleveland, you said too earlier to me?
I like Cleveland, and I like Miami over Buffalo.
You love this. You're riding this Miami
Miami's
wave.
good.
3-0.
Yeah, they're good.
2, he's good. They're good right now.
They started every year 5-0, 6-0.
And then they go completely bad.
Well, they ain't going bad yet.
There's a couple Miami fans out there I know that are rooting for Miami every single
they're
week.
good.
And you're one of them.
No, I like Miami. They're good. They're a good team.
Listen.
Their receivers are the best in the league.
They are, they're very good. And Waddle was out last week and
Yeah,
they
he's
still
out.
won.
They still won.
I got Waddle.
How the fuck you give up 70 points?
I have no idea.
Denver's coach should be fired.
Well, he stinks.
They stink.
I stink in the NFL right now, but I am going to get hot. Even my fantasy football team's 0-3.
Well,
That's how bad I'm doing.
You ain't too
right
good
now.
in college neither.
Well, I'm going to get better. I promise you that.
All right.
I was riding the hot streak, then I lost. Now this week you feel good. You got your jokes. Yeah, you feel yeah. This week, not that I'm rooting against you, but let's see what happens this week.
Well, I gave you the Miami cold.
Yeah, you did.
I told you, just bet them and over.
Absolutely.
They're
That was a
gonna
good
blow them
pick.
out.
And what happened with this out of week? He gave a pick late at night when I was on the lam. I heard. I seen it. I was hiding.
You were missing.
I was missing, so you got out of wig.
I seen out of wig. I said, who you like? And I like Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And I asked him in Chickies. He said, Pittsburgh's a lock. So I went the other way.
You went to Raiders.
You know, he didn't win.
Hell, why not?
Well, he went to bet him, and he ran into the Phillies games, the traffic. He went to live from Chickies.
Okay.
He went
Which
to
is
bet
2 blocks.
No, it's a little further, but the traffic. He drove here. He got shut out.
So he had the winner, didn't even
He
bet
couldn't
it.
get he tried to get the bet, and it was too late. The game started. Then he bet Pittsburgh in the second half, and that lost.
Wow, he's acid.
He's acid. Yeah,
he's definitely worse than me.
Yeah, he's the worst.
And especially,
He said he hit a parlay. I don't know how the fuck. I
Yeah.
don't believe that. I asked him to show me the ticket. He didn't have it.
I never seen him book a win.
Yeah, never.
Never.
No, we got to find him. He's around.
He's around. He's coming in tonight. Well, hopefully when the pork chops come out, we'll bring Al out. Maybe Al will bless us with another winner or another loser.
I hope you don't like no teams I like.
No, and then we'll go from there.
All right.
All right, sounds good to me.
What's up, the wig? Oh, first of all, what do you want to be called? The wig or the lid?
I like the lid.
The lid.
You like the
All right.
lid better.
Out of lid.
There's too many wigs.
Yeah,
There's too many wigs. All right.
Yeah. All right. His new name's out of lid.
All right, we'll call him the lid for now on.
Right.
Al, last week you had a winner, but you didn't get to bet the winner.
I gave it out. I gave a winner
You
out.
did give the winner out, but you didn't have the ticket.
Everybody had it but me.
Wow.
What happened?
The usual.
You got stuck in traffic?
I got stuck in traffic.
The Phillies traffic.
Yeah, they changed the time of the game because of the weather.
Right.
So I figured I was going to get there. No problem. It's only 3 blocks away, 3 miles away.
You're poison. I mean, that is so bad.
But you had Pittsburgh.
Acid
in it.
runs from me.
You had
Huh?
Pittsburgh in the second half, right?
I did. That did good too, yeah.
So
That lost,
Pittsburgh
right?
second half and that lost too.
Yeah.
And then I heard you had a parlay, but nobody seen the ticket that he
Nobody
won.
seen the ticket. I cashed it quick.
You cashed
Yeah, you
it
cashed
quick.
it quick.
All right, I hear you.
All right. So who's your lock this week?
I hate to go against you, my dear friend, but I love Detroit this week.
Wow, Detroit over Green Bay.
Thursday night.
And I do like his Jags pick.
Okay. Well, he likes
Please.
Jackson.
Well, fuck
I
you
do
like
like
my
his-
pick. Don't like my pick.
I love his pick.
Yeah.
I love his pick. I love his pick.
Okay.
And the obvious pick, it's not coming from me, it's just obvious.
Okay,
It's
let's
San
hear it.
Fran is just bet it and go to bed.
Really?
The Cardinals are never going to do the same thing twice. Never.
No.
They-
Okay.
never.
San Fran
Fran's home.
covers every week.
They're
Yeah.
home. They're going to bury them.
Since last year, they're good.
So we got to put this on record.
So
The
we-
lid comes back strong this week. He gave out 3 picks, not 1. Now he's
got
getting
3.
cocky. He gave 3.
No, I gave out 2. One's obvious.
Oh,
Everybody
one's
knows
obvious.
that.
I'm
So the
sorry.
obvious pick. All
Now
right,
he's
so
a
you got San
handicapper.
Fran, Detroit.
No, I got Detroit and I got the Jags.
the Jags. I like the Jags too.
That's dead.
That's a
I'm
problem.
going the other
That's a
side.
problem.
Yeah, I'm going the other side on that one.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So we're going to have the lid on it a lot.
We're going to have the lid special guest here and there. You might go 0-3. You might go 3-0. We're going to see what happens. But, these are on the same side of a game. As
If you win,
Well, you already know what his record is against me. So.
Yeah. All right. We'll see what happens.
I like Pittsburgh. But when you said you liked them, I went the other way.
Yeah.
I did. I like
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
we all had the Raiders.
You
I
made
had
me
the
change.
Raiders. Yeah.
You couldn't say Oakland.
I know.
And Oakland's supposed to, the coach should be fired.
Yeah, he should be.
Oh,
He
my
stinks.
God.
He kicked a field goal with 2 minutes left on the 8-yard line. He still needs a
Unbelievable.
touchdown. What the fuck are you kicking a field goal for?
But what made him go bet the second half? After you get
Well,
shut out.
he couldn't
why
get the
would
game in.
Couldn't get
Yeah.
the first game, the
first half.
The first half.
So
So the
then
whole
you-
games, I wanted to bet something.
You
on.
just wanted the action.
wanted the action.
Like a degenerate that he is. You wanted the action. I hear you.
loves
Yeah, well, you never made it.
No.
Anything, so-
I'll bet on anything. Just
Well,
like
Al,
this
if you
guy.
go 3 and over, hopefully you get a new lid this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming. It's ordered. It's
All right,
ordered.
Al.
Okay, Al.
Thank you. We'll make sure about this. We're going to bring you back for
We're
sure.
going to bring it back next week, Al.
You got it, bro.
Where is this food coming from?
The fuck do I know? I don't know. Where's big guy at? Ange, where's the fuck's the food?
I'm starving here.
I got to light a cigarette.
All right. Well, we have time because I have no idea where the food is.
Big guy, you got an ashtray?
Give him an ashtray for me, please.
With all due respect, my friend, we cannot smoke in the restaurant.
Not today, my man.
No.
Not today, Ange.
today,
Not today.
We got
Get
this
the
visual evidence of it. We can't have
It's all
Get
right.
the fucking pork chops, please. We're starving.
mean, can you
waited 30.
please
I
get-
waited 30 years for them.
Yeah. 30 years for this
30
pork chop.
years.
We're starving.
I don't
here.
know. Where's the waitresses at? They
I don't
got
know.
the food for you.
Come on here. Oh, here comes
Here
the food.
comes
All right, good.
BFF and Patsy. Here they
There
go.
we go.
Let me get out of the
As soon as I
way.
light a cigarette, the
Big
food came.
personalities here, folks.
Go birds!
Go birds!
Go birds!
As soon as you lit this, as soon as you lit the cigarette, the food came.
Cigarette, he brought the food out.
You waited 30 years to eat this
Yeah.
pork chop.
Let's see how this
I'll
is.
tell you what, it better be good because I'm starving. Hold on, let me move this a little bit.
I'm fucking starving. Ange, you only gave me one? Fucking $200 for a pork chop?
That's paid.
All right.
Yeah, as you've been saying that.
Let's see. I'll tell you what, lots on the line with this pork chop right now.
No, he cooks good.
That's a good pork chop.
Real good. No, he's good.
Cut a cherry pepper. You got to have the
Hold
cherry
on.
pepper.
I got a little
with it.
cherry pepper action here.
We're cutting.
The pork chop is very good, I have to
Very
say.
good. I got to give it to you, big guy.
Second to none, my friend.
God
Yes.
bless you.
The dinner was excellent. I got to give Angelo all the credit in the world.
Yes, it was great.
Now this is
Any
where the
pork chops
podcast gets interesting. We're going to talk a little dessert here. This is where I feel uncomfortable at. But I know you got something to get off your chest.
So we do like the rat. We're going to do the rat of the month.
Okay. All
So we
right.
get all the stuff. So we
So you're
gotta-
ready to go.
Yeah. Phil Leonetti, he wrote a book.
Okay.
This other fucking
Butter knife,
piece
too.
of shit.
All right.
I don't even know what the name is. I would never read it. I would never buy it. He left a few chapters out. He said I was in the book. He said I was a troublemaker, a punk. He said I robbed somebody's house, jewelry. I don't know what the fuck he was saying.
That ain't nice.
He said he wanted to kill me, whatever. But he left in one chapter. He left out the reason I went to jail was because of his mother.
Really?
Yes, we was in a. It wasn't even a nightclub. It was a restaurant lounge called the Lido.
And
I was in there. I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
It was older. They like people 40, 50. It wasn't a nightclub. And his mother was in there, and 3 guys were in there. They were big. I was little. And they came in, and she was dancing with them. So I went and got her, brought her back over to the bar with me. She had a few drinks in
Wrap these
her.
up and cook them no
And
more.
I said, just stay over here with me. And the guy came over,
Throw these two in
said
there.
something.
Here, cook 2 more.
Fuck you. A fight broke out. I hit him.
Really?
The guy punched me. I hit him with a chair. A melee broke out, whatever. 2 years later, I get locked up. Somebody got stabbed.
Okay.
They locked me up. I got 7 years in jail. Well, I got 20. I thought I got 21 years. I went.
For that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was never arrested in my life. Never. No, nothing. The lawyer told me I was getting probation. I went to. Well, first I had Eddie Jacobs.
Okay.
And Philip was a suspect. So it was a conflict. I couldn't use him. They gave me Salavina. He looked like fucking Mr. Magoo. They gave me like a week, no, like 10 days to start trial.
Okay.
And I had Judge Parecka, Italian guy, he hated me.
Really?
And they picked out in a lineup. There was a picture of a guy walking against a brick wall,
Okay.
and they said it was me. This is the guy who did it.
Okay.
So I was looking at the picture. The fucking lawyer's blind. I said, this ain't me. I could tell by the outfit, the shoes.
Yeah,
So
you knew you were wearing.
we hired a guy to come in. He measured each brick, the mortar, and how tall the guy was, and we blew it up. The guy was like fucking 5'10", I was like 5'5", 5'4",
Yeah.
and we blew the thing up, and the judge wouldn't let it in. He said, "Can't come in.
Can't use the evidence.
No, can't use it." They signed the state. They said it was me. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I go to court. I get convicted. I had Salavina. He was blind. When we went for lunch break, I had to hold his arm crossing the street. He couldn't see.
Yeah, that's
The
bad.
fuck shot I have?
Yeah, you had 0 shot.
Not dead.
Just like your bets this
Yeah.
week. Like,
So now he tells me, "Don't worry about it. Your first offense, you never win in trouble. You're going to get probation." I said, "All right." We go get sentenced. I stand up. The judge says, "I gave you 7 years in state prison, aggravated assault. Count 1. Count 2, 7 years in prison, aggravated assault. Count 3, 7 years in prison, aggravated assault." That's 21 fucking
21 years.
He said, "Now get him out of my courtroom." So they take me. I'm like, "What the fuck? This motherfucker told me I was getting probation. I got 21 years.
21 years.
He comes down to see me. It's through the glass. You know, like the lawyer thing.
Yeah.
He's lucky. I would have wrapped the thing around his fucking neck. He says to me, I said, "Motherfucker, I got 21 years. He said, "No, you got 7 years. It's concurrent." I don't know what the fuck concurrent means.
What's
What the fuck's
concurrent mean?
concurrent? I went to fucking 9th grade. I don't know what's concurrent mean.
Yeah, I
He
still don't
said
know
they
what it
ran them all together. Like, this. So I got 7 years.
7 years for
7
breaking up that, and
for-
he
for
wrote
the
about you
fight.
in his book.
Yeah,
But he forgot that part out.
He left that chapter out. You know, they all got the same story.
Yeah.
Philip was never in jail. He got lucky. He always got out on bail. He beat every case. So he was Crazy Phil. He loved that name.
Yeah.
His mother loved it. Every day they used to write about him. He was like, they wrote about him every day. Crazy Phil Leonetti. He loved it. So he gets locked up, beats the case. He beat every case. If he would have beat the last case, he'd still be here. He'd still be Crazy Phil.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, then he went to jail, and they babysat him. There was 20. They were all co-defense. My father was co-defense. They were with him in Holmesburg.
Okay.
He got beat up in Holmesburg. He didn't put that in the book. And a couple of guys smashed the guy who, there was a fight. As soon as he was by himself and lost the case, then he found God and the government. Now he's not Crazy Phil no more. He's scared shit Phil.
Wow. Okay.
You know, he got
Yeah.
40 years, and if he would have won that case, he'd be on the street right now,
Yeah.
doing
Alright.
the same thing he was doing his whole life.
Yeah.
But I guess when the handcuffs get on him, they find God, and he robbed all his uncle's money and jewelry, and the government let him keep it.
Wow. It seems like the government lets everybody do whatever they want.
They do whatever they want.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like they have this Megan's Law, which is good. You know, if you're a sex offender, and I moved next door to you, I got to let you know.
Yeah.
Well, they should have a fucking law where when they move next to you, they got to notify.
Yeah.
Fucking Pete the Crumb in my case, he killed 27 people, he said. You got a serial killer in them next door to you. Fuck, you don't even know what it is.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, let's not give them too much. We'll save that for next episode.
Yeah, so tell Phil he left a couple chapters out in his book.
All right.
He didn't say nothing about that.
And of course, he left all the good stories out.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, they do the same shit. They just lie. It's whatever benefits them.
Yeah.
To make
Well,
money.
Maybe there'll be a couple more stories.
So he's not
episode
crazy.
4.
He's not Crazy Phil no more. He's scared shit Phil.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk maybe a little bit more about that in episode 4.
Yeah.
Who knows where we're going to be? Could be back in the studio. Could be somewhere else.
We
You
could be
never
here.
know.
We could be in Florida. We could be anywhere.
We could be anywhere.
But
so
we'll be at the Eagles game.
we got to tell everybody, stay tuned,
Stay
keep
tuned.
subscribing, keep following, keep sharing,
And pray for out of lid.
and pray for Out of Lid that he gets a new wig this week or a lid this week, whatever he wants to do.
And he goes 3-0. I hope you don't.
You wanna meet me? Coming to Philly. Be discreetly. I got thugs who love me and trust me to be ugly. Plus I got hoes in the cut and dashikis fast trying to beat me. Me and Cellini eating fettuccine.
The Skinny with Joey Merlino.